When autumn's upon us, it's probably the best season throughout the year. Everything starts to change. All the critters and wildlife begins to get ready for the bumper harvest that'll ensue. Birds are preparing for winter, animals are preparing for winter, gathering food. Flocks of geese prepare for migration. And all the wildlife's looking around, finding nature's larder, storing nuts, fruits. They'll find them wherever they can find them. Hedgerows, wood pigeons' favourite is ivy berries, elderberries, hawthorn berries. If you're lucky enough to have some woodland permissions, this is time of year to find beech mast and acorns. You'll find grey squirrels in this area, wood pigeons' favourite as well. If you find these areas, concentrate your efforts as you're stalking through woodland. This food source and those areas in them woodlands, I'll give you choices and chances on various quarry. It's a great time of year. Leaves are changing. Some wonderful colours in UK countryside. Farmers are busy harvesting. A very productive area at this time of year because of the harvest and natural fruits available is hedgerows. In these hedgerows, you'll find all your quarry, eating elderberries, hawthorn berries. During autumn, I'll concentrate a lot of my efforts on hedgerows to provide the berries and the fruits. In this case, 2 wood pigeons were enjoying autumn's larder. If you're walking or stalking through woodland, you'll notice that all animals are busy feeding, putting on weight for winter. It's this weight and this fat that they carry through winter months that'll help them survive. In case of grey squirrels, they'll bury nuts, fruits and cache them for winter. You can manage to grab a few off your feeders in woodland, but I'd say in autumn you want to be changing your bait from wheat to peanuts. You've got to give them something that's going to encourage them in. There's a lot of fruit and nuts and natural food sources available to them during this time of year. So you fill your feeder with peanuts, yep, they'll carry some away and they'll bury it and cache it for winter, but you'll also get 1 or 2 opportunities. But this is time of year to start filling your feeders, get them used to a reliable feed source, and during winter you'll have some productive months. Keep stalking them hedgerows. This time of year, it'll be really productive areas for you. In your woodland, you'll have chestnuts, conkers, and all the wildlife will feed on these. Hedgehogs will be getting ready to put on some fat for winter, and they'll be ready to hibernate. This is a good time of year to stalk squirrels. You'll see a lot of activity, and they have got feeding on the brains, but you'll have to be quick and take your opportunity as soon as they stop in trees. Keep looking for them. Look for the leaves moving, branches rustling. Spot your target and take your shots. Autumn's a great time of year just to look around you, taking the different colours, the changes, how the landscape around you is changing, preparing for winter. Some of the migratory birds, as I mentioned before, geese, swallows, swifts, they'll be filling themselves with feed and getting ready to make their big journeys back to their homelands. This time of year, wood pigeons slowly start to flock up in the right areas, and they're looking for the food sources. You can pick off small parties of pigeons that are just starting to congregate together. Be selective and know your areas, do your observation preparation work, and know the permissions that you shoot on. You can amass some good bags. This time of year is also great for starting to prepare for the winter months, and for me in particular, I do a lot more COVID shooting during winter months. Autumn's approaching, and what you'll find is the young from this year, magpie broods or crow broods, are just starting to find their own territories. They're spreading out, and you can take advantage of this by decoying in certain areas, using a bird from a different area, so you get that territorial response. During autumn, you can employ the same tactics as what you would during winter for corvids. Place some bait in a field, and they're not unlike any other quarry. They still want to fill the bellies and put some fat for winter. So if you can provide some bait in the right areas, you'll have encounters with corvids. You'll be able to take some opportunities and put some in the bag. During autumn, farmyards are a good place to target. Farmers are busy harvesting fields, bringing crops into these areas. There's a lot of natural spillage. The quarry will take advantage of this. Identify these areas. This will also put some quarry in the bag. During autumn, you'll find adult birds and young birds together. If you do come across this, particularly corvids, shoot the adult birds first, and the young birds will hang around out of curiosity and provide you with extra chances. Your hides that you built for the winter months or for throughout the year can be utilised during autumn. The local population of corvids will be used to seeing them within their areas. It's a tactic employed all year round. Autumn is a good time because you can catch out some young birds, make a thin population ready for spring next year, and that gives natives, songbirds and flora and fauna a better start to the new year and a chance to survive and bring up their own broods and have a sustained population in the UK countryside. Autumn can be a time with plenty of opportunities. You find wood pigeons, corvids, all busy feeding. You're picking off the last of crops or crops that are ready for harvest. Quarry will congregate together, even different species. They all recognise one another, find a reliable food source, They'll be in the same area. You see from this footage. A wood pigeon pecking away in the field, and the magpies weren't very far behind. This is a young magpie from this year's brood. You can tell that thin plumage on its head. Here's one of its brothers or sisters. Be clinical with your shot placement. As I said before, the young bird's curiosity will make them hang around a little bit too long. You can take your opportunities and double your bag.